Okay, I think we're recording. Yeah, we're recording.
Welcome back to a very, very different episode. Big news, we are selling Talisman. Talisman needs no introduction. You guys know this boat, you've seen what we've done. We've sailed about 3,000 nautical miles from the UK south coast to where we are now, which is actually Italy.
Now, I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, why are they selling Talisman?
I'm not pregnant.
Long and short of it is an opportunity has come up in the UK and we actually have some really exciting ideas going forward. These ideas we weren't particularly thinking we were going to do right now, but obviously with certain opportunities we just can't miss out. So yeah, everything moved a lot forward.
So we're going to leave you in anticipation just a little bit longer while we get some things in place, but essentially we are not buying another boat straight away is the long and short of it.
Yes. But
we also aren't giving up our channel. So stay tuned firstly for the rest of our sailing adventures that we still have to release, and also stay tuned for our future videos where we fill you guys in with our situation and what's going on.
Yep, and the future plans and ideas. So let's get back to Talisman for a second. We're currently in the south of Italy and we had no intention of selling Talisman this soon. So our plans were we were heading to Albania to reset our visa, and once we'd done that we were going to go back to the UK for a short time to earn some money, getting ready for next year's sailing season where we were going to hit up Greece, because at the minute we're like 2 days away from Greece. So Talisman has been an amazing liveaboard cruiser for us that has took us across some awesome seas and on some crazy adventures, and we've made sure that Talisman has been set up and ready for these adventures. So some lucky person's going to benefit from all our hard work and all the upgrades that we've done, because they're all pretty new still.
So all the information is going to be in the listing in the description, but just to super summarise, obviously if you guys haven't seen the upgrades we've done, we have solar, we have a brand new B&G navigation package which we installed in 2020, we upgraded our battery capacity, our water capacity,
all new plumbing, it's got a brand new radio system this year, loud hailer, wireless RAM microphones, it's got a security monitoring system with Vercrew. It's literally the most teched out boat of its kind. And
obviously we're also selling it with basically everything, so all our safety equipment, so like the life raft, it has EPIRB, dinghy, outboard, everything you need to literally move on board and continue sailing the Med or even further afield. I mean, before this opportunity came up, we were planning to just keep taking Talisman anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah.
Really. So yeah, this sudden change is by no means because of Talisman or that we were going to change to another boat or anything like that.
Nope.
It's something completely different, completely new, but very exciting.
Yeah. And just to add in terms of reports, surveys, it had a full survey done in 2019 when we brought Talisman. It had a valuation survey done in 2021 of 17,000. We had a rigging check done in 2021 and had a new forestay. We also had the rigging checked and retensioned and tuned in April 2022 this year.
This is not a goodbye Talisman video, this is just us letting you know she's up for sale, and we'll do obviously a more detailed, more personal video when we actually come to sell Talisman and after the rest of our adventures have unfolded. So before we talk your ears off too much, we're just going to give you a super quick tour just to refresh your memories as to what Talisman looks like. All information will be in the description, so check that out for the technical stuff and everything that's included basically. Without further ado, let's have a look round.
So as you all know, Talisman is a 28-foot Sultan stag. So we'll start on the bay, and essentially this is our roller furler. It's a Plastimo roller furler. Got an anchor locker with a Danforth anchor, and inside it's got 30 meters of chain and 20 meters of road. It's also got an anchor ball in there as well. As for our head sails, we have two different head sails. We have this 140% Genoa, and we also have a 100% jib, which is built for heavy weather and to be furled in to use as a storm sail also. So moving back, we've got our Windward Dinghy. This is new this year. It's a 2.3 meter dinghy with an air deck, and our spinnaker pole is set up alongside the boat. On Talisman, all of our mainsail controls are done at the mast. So this is a new stat pack that we had put on in 2020, and it just makes it so much easier for lowering the mainsail. It doesn't end up flapping everywhere, and yeah, just comes down nice and easily, flakes into the stat pack pretty well. We have all the halyards at the mast, and also reefing lines are at the mast from the boom. So it's got 2 reefing points, which are slab reefing. We're also set up to have a spinnaker, which we'll just show you a little clip now from when we flew the spinnaker. And this is the spinnaker halyard, and it comes down just here. So yeah, that just literally goes around the front, and you've got all the tackle to set up a spinnaker and fly a spinnaker. So navigation lights, we have port and starboard on the front of the boat. We have a stern light on the back. We also have a tricolour at the top of the mast. And on the mast itself, we have our 3G B&G radar and a radar reflector. At the very top as well, we also have our B&G wind instrument, which is WS320. So the mast itself and boom is from Z-Spars, and this was replaced by the last owner at this date. With all the running rigging, pretty much we've replaced most of it, I'd say 90%, but there is a couple of bits that could still be replaced if needed, but they're only the shorter pieces, like the boom vang. But all the halyards have been replaced, the sheets are in very, very good condition, and the main sheet is also, we changed that new when we first had the boat. So all the lines are in pretty good condition. I'd maybe just change the boom vang. So moving further back of the boat, we have our spray dodger. This was obviously inherited with the boat as well. You can see the type of condition it's in. We had no intentions of changing this because it's actually serving us really well even still. But obviously if you wanted to add a new one, that would be up to the new owner. But as far as we think, it's still got a lot of life left in it. Moving back into the cockpit, you can see the amount of space, and also obviously if you've been watching our videos, you see how much time we spend in the cockpit. We have our instruments, which are a Triton 2 display and also a Vulcan 9 chart plotter, which are both B&G. Have lots and lots and lots of functionality on there. If you want to watch some of our other videos where we talk about B&G, you'll see a little bit more in detail. We have some big lockers. First one is here. And under this one, you also have access to the engine from the side, and it is extremely deep. It actually goes the full depth of the boat. We have a Cobb barbecue in there, which comes with the boat. We also have extra water containers, fuel containers, they're all in there. And we generally keep things like boat hooks and stuff in there as well. Under this side, there is another locker. In this one, we have the diesel heater and the diesel heater's fuel tank. And this one goes along the whole of the back aft section of the boat, so it is a really, really big locker. We put all our fenders in here, we can fit the dinghy in here. The boom tent is in here, so we do actually have a boom tent that comes over and just basically ties off at the sides. Next thing is our outboard. We brought this in 2020 and it's brand new. It hasn't had loads of use, but it's used regular enough to make sure that, you know, it's working perfectly fine. We've maintained it and it works the first time every time. So Talisman also is set up for shore power. We have a very long cable. I think it's about 20 meters. I haven't measured it though, so don't hold me to that. And that just goes in this little section here, and we're plugged in currently. Underneath that, there is the adapter to plug the tiller pilot in, which has been amazing. That has basically been our third member of crew, and that's where this comes in. So the tiller pilot pin goes in here. There's a little nipple on the tiller, and you just connect those two, plug it in, and it all integrates with the B&G equipment, so you can navigate with your tiller pilot on the B&G equipment. In terms of winches, we have 2 primary winches which are self-tailing. We have 2 winches further back, and then also 2 winches on the mast, and all the details of those winches are linked in the advert in the description. There is also a ship's compass which works very, very well, and we have navigated by at night. It's got a little light in it, which is pretty cool. Fuel filler cap is there, and the water fill is on the starboard side halfway down the boat. So for the engine controls, you just have this this engine controller here. Forward to go forwards in gear, back to go backwards in gear. If you push the button in, puts it into neutral, so you can do neutral revs. The rest of the engine panel controls are just above the stairs in the companionway. Okay, so we're in the boat now. Excuse the fan noise, it is a little bit warm today, so we've got some fans running. We've already took the steps off to show you guys the engine. So it's a Beta Marine 16, and basically we've serviced it, and we've had it serviced very regularly. When we first got the boat, we got it serviced professionally by Beta Marine guys, and they also changed the engine mounts for us. They were in pretty okay condition, but they said, you know, in the next 2 years you're probably going to want to replace them, so I said let's just replace them now. So yeah, there's a video of Jade doing the engine service this year, and there are so many spares on the boat for the engine as well. We've got spares for the heat exchanger, like the O-rings and washers. We've got spare propellers, belts, filters, anodes, so lots and lots of stuff. It's never missed a beat for us, and it's been absolutely amazing. Again, if you watch all of our videos, you'll see all the times we're switching it on, switching it off. It's never struggled to start. It's never smoked or anything like that. It's been really good, and it was one of the key reasons when we was buying this boat that we knew we was getting a relatively new engine, because it was re-engined in 2006. So this is the engine control panels here. So see, like, your kill switches, so like basically this is the whole boat's electronics and the engine, so these have to both be in the on position, which they are. This is the battery selector, so we start it on 1, which is the starter battery, and number 2 is the house battery. So when it's running, the alternator will be charging either the starter battery or the house battery, or charge both batteries at the same time. So we'll just switch it to 1, and then to start the engine you can turn it left to preheat for 10 seconds if it's a cooler day, or in very warm days like today you don't need to do that, but we'll start the engine for you just so you can see. I've just had a quick look at the display, and it says we've done 2,453 engine hours. That's not just us, that would be all the owners with this engine as well, but that's how many hours it's got on it. And the previous owner kept all the receipts and stuff like that for his engine services and the original purchases, so we have that as well, I think, back in the UK that we can give the new owners. So on this side of things, we actually have, there's a little locker which we don't use for storage. We have the DST MR trijuicer down there, which is all a part of the B&G package. We also have a 600 watt inverter, and this is our outlet for our diesel heater. This is the control panel for the diesel heater, remote for the diesel heater as well. Behind this is the chart plotter and the Tristan 2 display, so you can just unscrew it, get to the back of them if you want to put a new chart card in, memory card, anything like that, or just get access to it. This is the main switchboard. So you got your interior electronics, steaming light, deck light, tricolour, port starboard, compass light, which is the little compass. Then you've got radio, decker, instruments, auto helm, a spare and a cooler. So the ones that really that we use the most are obviously the instruments, the autopilot and the radio. Decker is the AIS, and also some of the electronics at the nav desk, which we will show you now. So this is at the nav desk. We have a brand new Standard Horizon GX2400E radio, which is one of their higher range ones. It has AIS built into it, which is really cool. And then we also got a wireless RAM handheld unit, which is connected to the main radio. So if I switch this on, basically this and this, they both talk together. And within this package we also got a loud hailer. Also with the nav desk, this is the Class B AIS transponder. We also have a VHF splitter. ZG100 is just at the top here. That's for the B&G, that's the B&G compass. And in the nav desk you can see, like, this is a really big size nav desk. You can fit full size charts on here. And yeah, there's quite a lot of space on the inside. We've got like the big book of everything, which is basically like manuals and how-tos about this boat from the old owner, which is really good. It's got every instruction about how to service the engine, or how to maintain everything. It's really good. We can't take lots of stuff with us, so these books and like the charts that are in the nav desk and lots of the spares and everything will be included in the sale. There's a little light here, which is kind of handy if you're just trying to use it at night and you don't want to wake up the other people. You also have 2 charging ports just here. And this is, we use it for the fans and for our phones mostly. Okay, so also underneath the nav desk we have our life raft, which was brought brand new in 2020. So that's included, and also we do have a windlass. It's a Royal Lowfriends Royal Manual windlass. We just never got round to installing it. We always lift our anchor by hand, but obviously that's there, and the new owner, they can choose to install that. And moving back into the quarter berth, so this is about 7 foot long. If you watch our videos when we was crossing Biscay, we were sleeping in the quarter berth when we were off passage, and it's really comfy. These are all like, I made these.
Did a good job, didn't you?
Yeah, so all these cushions were what I made when we first brought the boat. So we got the starter battery under this one, and there's a display just underneath where my legs are for the battery monitor, but that is Bluetooth, so you can get the app on your phone. And under this one here has the bus bars for the house batteries, which are over under one of the saloon seats, which we'll show you shortly. And this panel has the backbone for all the B&G networking. And just on the back side of this we have the Ep53 solar charge controller. So it's just accessible, you literally just poke your head under and you'll be able to see it there. Underneath this there is actually space to like store stuff if you wanted to put like, I don't know, tools, paints, things like that. There's enough space there. And further back there is another one. That's usually where we keep our fowlies. So there is quite a bit of storage, but generally we just put our stuff here when we're not on passage or if we ain't doing any big passages. And we have our Vercrew hub under here as well. If you're curious what a Vercrew door security tab looks like, it's this here. So this is our boat security as well. So as soon as this breaks, we get an alert on our phone at any point. And also with the Vercrew, we have a high water alarm in the bilge. We also have an alarm for the bilge pump, temperature sensors, obviously the door alarm, and geofencing. So if the boat was to move, we get alerted as well. So that Vercrew is actually really cool, really helpful. And if you're leaving the boat for any time, obviously it gives you peace of mind. Right at the back is the 75 litre fuel tank. It's just on, if you put your head in, it's just on the left, and the fuel filler, as you saw, was in the cockpit on the port side. So quickly showing you now, this is the Vercrew app, which is what we use. So it's obviously got your temperatures, alarms, door sensors, everything that you need, and it's geolocated, so it shows where we are. You can also track your routes and stuff like that as well. Really smart. And then this is the Victron app, which is how you would monitor your solar inputs and your batteries. So on ours, my Bluetooth was off. So on ours, we've got the smart battery monitor and the smart solar. So if you click on those, it gives you an input, a reading, the history, so you can see how much solar you're bringing in. And if you click on the battery one, you can also see what sort of state of charge your batteries are in, as are 100%, and also it gives you all the history of the cycles and depths of discharge and stuff. Really useful stuff to have to hand on a boat. Also, if you're wondering why Bruna looks so sweaty, we are dying. It's over 30 degrees and it's so hot. I think it's 36, 37 degrees at the minute. Literally, I feel like this is the hottest we've ever been in our life. Yeah. This is now onto the galley, the saloon, and basically the living space within the boat. So this is obviously our saloon, and I think it's about 7 foot long. So when you put the table down, which goes down really nice and easy, and it folds out into a bed, you get a double that is about 7 foot long. I'd say it's a little bit on the short side widthways, but we've had loads of friends and family come and stay, and everyone's loved it, so we've had no complaints. While Bryn packs that away, I'll just show you the bathroom actually. So this is the head, and everyone always is really surprised how big it is in here, because as you'll see, I am standing in here now, and all the headroom I have. As you would have saw in an older video, we serviced our Jabsco toilet last year, and yeah, this has never ever let us down, always been really good, really efficient. But it was newly installed, right, in 2017, I believe. I think something like that. Again, yeah. It's all in the link in the descriptions. Yeah. One of the things about the head as well is it actually has a drainage, a drain point for if you wanted to install a shower. That whole room can easily be used as a shower room. I think the only thing you'd potentially have to do is get a door put on underneath the sink. That's the only thing that's missing. Like that is something that we've even thought ourselves, but we kind of got by just using the solar shower for so long that was like 10 to £20 off Amazon or something, and that served us perfectly fine. But yeah, the floor in the head drains down to the bilge. If you wanted to put a grey water tank in with a bilge pump, you definitely could. It wouldn't, I don't think, be too hard to do that. That's the head. Back to the saloon again now. There is so much storage. So you got all this storage back here. We also have storage in each compartment, each side, which is really deep, which is really cool. You can get easy access to the chain plates. You can see them up either sides, and that's on both sides. You can access the chain plates really easy. Now I think we're going to show you how much storage is on this side of the boat. So yeah, we'll show you that now. So there we go. This is this side of the storage. So let's start with this top compartment here. This goes the full length along the back of the seat. It's got first aid kit, engine spares, fishing equipment, boxes for some of the equipment with the tiller pilots in there. That is a Simrad TP22, and it's jam-packed full of spares, and also vacuum comes with the boat. Then we've got all these tools. We're not going to be taking any of the tools with us really. We're going to take our electrical tools, but most of the stuff here that you see is actually going to be left with the boat. So drill bits, electronics, and lots of cables that are spares, and bolts and nuts, and yeah, lots of cool stuff. And then paints. What else have we got? Diesel bug treatments. So yeah, that's this one. You get the tools and all the spares and everything there. This is where we keep all of our diving equipment. So we'll be taking all this with us, but you can see this is a massive space to be storing lots of cool stuff, or I don't know, any bits you want to keep on the boat. And over this side we have the house batteries. So these are 200 amp hour each, and they're AGM batteries. The reason we store them here is because they're as low as possible and center to the boat. So they help keep the boat well balanced. Also, all the plumbing in the boat was all replaced when we first got it, and we added in the aqua filter as well. The only pressurized water that there is there's an electric tap in the galley, which we will put all this back and show you the galley. First and foremost, most important, is the Nelson 2-burner hob and oven. It's also got a grill. This has been brilliant, never let us down. It's on a gimbaled stove, so when you're at sea you can cook quite easily, as you've probably seen Jade doing in loads of our videos. She's made some awesome meals on that. This is the new electronic tap that we fitted. So yeah, nice and simple. This is the cool box. It's got a little switch to switch it on. I wouldn't say it's the best cool box, but it's a cool box nonetheless. And the storage is pretty good, goes really far back, and yeah, you've got lots and lots of storage for all different.
Oh,
ta-da!
Paprika!
Yeah, if you need your smoked paprika, it jumps out at you.
Spices not included.
Spices not included. Drawers for stuff and cutlery, like honestly the storage.
Cutlery is included.
Cutlery is included, and pots, pans and stuff. Under the sink is a little bin, and obviously more storage, sea cock, and the pump for the electric tap is under there. More storage just to Jade's right hand side, which we added. So you've just got like loads of pockets if you just want to put knickknacks in. We've got foghorns, we've got boat flags, the EPUB is over there as well. Yeah, this pretty much sums up the living space. So yeah, we'll move into the V-berth next. I'll just demonstrate.
You're getting in?
I'm gonna get in.
Good night.
To show you how wide it is. So obviously my feet are just touching, my head's just touching, but if I was to get up by the pillows I could stretch out fully. A shelf that runs all the way around, obviously a nice big hatch. There are on this side 2 USB ports which are on one of the new LED lights. It's obviously lengthways. People always wonder if there's enough space like with feet touching and stuff like that. You can see there exactly how much space there is.
Loads of space.
We barely touch each other.
Barely. That's the way we like it.
That's the way we like it. So yeah, it's a really comfortable bed. It probably is tired, like from us getting in and out in the centre bit.
Well, we were thinking of maybe replacing the mattress soonish, weren't we?
Yeah, I think next year we were probably looking at. There's a company called Shipshape Bedding. They make amazing beds, and they're relatively cost effective. So we thought, do you know what? Because we kind of made this bed, which it's, as I say, super comfortable. It's made with memory foam and stuff. But yeah, we were going to get one professionally made. We've
got lots and lots of wardrobe space. Let's just pretend our clothes are folded. So we've got all these shelves in here, and we've got a massive space here. We've just got our diving BCDs in there at the minute, and then another cupboard down here, and at the minute that's just got spare life jackets. We've also got our carbon monoxide, a carbon monoxide alarm there. We've got another one that we have in the galley, but that's just an extra one. And actually I always forget about this, there's like a little extra bit of space there. This is a cupboard in here that this top lifts off. We've just got our foul weather, like our boots in there, haven't we?
Our sailing boots are in there.
Sailing boots.
So yeah, under the starboard side of the V-berth there is a 200 litre flexible water tank and a 100 litre flexible water tank as a spare. It's not plumbed in. Basically we replaced the 100 litre with the 200, but thought we'd leave it there in case, well, if we thought of upgrading, getting 300 litres of water. So that's in there anyway. Underneath the port side we have, I think, spare sails and also climbing equipment for going up the mast and harnesses. So that's all included, coming with the boat. And there's also a really cool big mirror.
Yep, mirror. And a lovely view.
Does the ukulele come with the boat?
I'm sorry to say the ukulele does not come with the boat. That is one thing I'm taking. Do you know what? The sun hat comes though.
Can the sun hat come?
I'm going to let you guys keep this hat. So we're currently in Roccella Ionica, which is in Calabria in Italy. And we're in basically the cheapest, nicest marina that we can see in the area, I think. So it's 380 euros here for the summer months, and then it's 1,000 euros for the entire of winter here. So it's a really, really good price if you did want to kind of buy a boat in Italy and stay in Italy over winter. This is a really good spot to do that.
So just in terms of like the wintering is from the start of October to the start of April, so it is the full winter period, which some marinas don't actually cover that. And then in terms of the location, the sailing grounds that you've got here, it's actually really, really good as well. So you're a 2-day sail from Greece. It's like, so the western side of Greece, which is amazing. There's some amazing sailing grounds there. We've got some friends that have literally rocked up there, and also some friends that have been there for a couple of months now. You're a couple of days sail from Albania. The Adriatic Sea is literally just north of where we are. If you wanted to go back round into the Western Med, so you've got Sicily, which is less than a day sail away, and you've got the islands just north of Sicily as well, which looked absolutely beautiful as we passed them. And then also Sardinia isn't too far away. You've got mainland Italy by Rome and Naples, that's round the corner. So the location, if you're down for cruising and you want to explore the Med, you're smack bang in the middle. So if you want to go west and head to the Balearics, it's not too far. If you want to go east and go to Greece and Turkey, that's also not too far.
If you are interested in buying Talisman and you have any more like questions or want more information, there's more information in the description. The best way to get in touch with us is via email, so just chasingcurrents@outlook.com. As you can probably tell, we absolutely love Talisman.
Yes.
And I think it's been the most forgiving teacher for our first ever boat. It's just been absolutely amazing. We've learnt so much, and it's been such a comfortable home for the last 3 years. And yeah, we are obviously sad to be selling Talisman, but so excited for some new opportunities, and we just really want Talisman to carry on some adventures and hopefully make you guys as happy as she's made us.
Yeah. Also, with surveys and reports, we obviously have a survey done when we first brought Talisman from 2019, and any of the advisories were all corrected when we brought Talisman. We also had a valuation done in 2021. The current valuation at that point was 17,000, and that was before some of the extra equipment like Vercrew and the new radio equipment was put on. and wasn't really including things like the outboard or the dinghy. If anyone wants to see either of those, obviously just get in touch via email to show your interest, and then obviously we can talk further that way. Here, the bit that everyone's probably been waiting for, the price. So we are selling Talisman for
50,000 euros.
So we're selling Talisman for £16,800. So obviously people know that we bought Talisman for £7,000 back in the UK. With the surveys that we had, we corrected the work, and with all the extra equipment and safety equipment and everything else in the valuation, that £16,800 is a fair price. So yeah, that is how much Talisman is up for sale.
Don't despair, the channel's not over. We have plenty more adventures coming as well. We will fill you all in as soon as we're ready to.
And we'd love for Talisman to go to one of our followers. So the videos coming up are actually going to be back to the normal viewing Fridays, our adventures, until you're caught up with real time. So don't think the channel's over, it's still very much going, and we have lots in the pipeline for you guys to watch still.
Hopefully you're not too shocked by this news and you're as excited as we are to see what's next. But we'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks guys.
See you next Friday.
Bye.
Bye.